Welcome to the DeFi standard. It's Patty XRP, and I'm back with another tutorial video on showing you how to utilize the XRP Ledger DEX via either GateHub or the XUMM wallet. So what I'm going to do in this tutorial is deposit funds in Bitstamp, which I did prior to starting this. And now I'm going to withdraw them as an IOU for US dollars at Bitstamp. And I'm going to withdraw that to my XUMM and my GateHub wallet as a test. This will include setting up the trust lines and everything so you guys can see how that works. So with here, I'm on the Bitstamp withdrawals page. They have a little tab for IOUs, which is for Bitcoin and USD. Those are the only two Bitstamp has. GateHub has other IOUs on top of those two. And Bitstamp saying here that the destination address or the destination must trust this address. So I'm going to need to set up a trust line with Bitstamp on my GateHub and my XUMM wallets in order to do this. So let's start off with GateHub. And here I'm kind of on the home page for GateHub. It's only browser right now, and mobile's coming in the future. But I can see this is my XRP, my primary account. You can see we have a little XRP in there from the earlier demo. And over here, I can click the option Advanced, and it gives me, some information about it, and then lets me set some different things here. So let's say I want to set a trust line, and they have these other GateHub ones. I don't have access to them currently. I kind of have to look into that more. But right here, I can click Add Custom Trust Line, and this is where I can make a trust line with Bitstamp. And remember, this is going to cost us 5 XRP to do so, but I can redeem that in the future. So right here, they give me a warning. You're about to add a crypto asset USD Bitstamp that is issued by a third party not affiliated with GateHub. So I can see that this is, in fact, a USD IOU from Bitstamp. And here, this is just like the limit. So it's the total amount that this trust line can have facilitated between it. So I'm just going to set this at 10,000. I think that's one extra zero. And we'll leave the quality out default. So let's submit this. Nice. So the trust line has been set. And I will see down here, I have my trust line with Bitstamp. I have rippling off. Rippling is basically allowing XRP to be the medium currency between two different assets. I could put that on if I wanted, in the case that it's cheaper and more efficient to do so. So that's something built into the XRP ledger. And then, so that'll cover it for GateHub, and we'll talk about how to do it on XUMM next. All right, so now we want to set up our trust line using XUMM. And in the past video, I referenced this website called XUMM Community. It's not affiliated to XUMM, but they are endorsed by XRPL Labs, which is the creator of XUMM. So with this, we can see there's a trust line. You can set trust lines here. And we're going to do the same thing we did. We're going to trust this same address that I was given by Bitstamp. And we're going to input that with our XUMM wallet. So this is the web browser version to access it. This looks easier than just doing it on the mobile app when it's not set up, but also show you on the mobile app since they do have one that you can do that's already pre-added into the application. So let's see, we're going to sign with XUMM, and this is just going to have me take the QR code, and then I'll be able to sign for this instance on the computer with my mobile app. So I did that on my end. Cool. So I'm in here. And let's go ahead and add this trust line. So we have that same address. And following that, we'll do a currency code, USD. Just going to set the limit to 10,000 again, and we'll send the trust to XUMM. I don't need a memo. Cool, and I just got a push notification from XUMM saying that I have a trust set. And with that, let me set up the next part of this. All right, so the next thing that happened there that you couldn't see was that I got a notification from the XUMM app, and it asked me to sign for the trust line being set, and it is now on my wallet application on my phone. So that was something I did through a browser, and it connected back to my phone's wallet application. And cool. So we'll sign up there. We don't need that anymore. And let's kind of get into sending it over now that the trust lines are set up and we can be sure that the correct amount gets over. All right, so now for the second part of this video, which is actually depositing some IOUs from Bitstamp to XUMM wallet and the GateHub wallet. And this may seem a little weird because yesterday I was running into issues getting USD deposited and had to wait on the bank payment that I put through. So I'll show you what I ended up doing in the meantime, which, will give a little extra, look at functionality and stuff like that. So let me pull it up, and I got this 9.98 USD IOU onto Bitstamp through the following. So see right here, I have my XUMM wallet open. I clicked on the US dollar Bitstamp trust line. Or no, I hit on exchange where my XRP was, and I exchanged 40 XRP for $29 in USD IOUs. It says the exchange rate. Sign that transaction and let it verify. Cool, so that works. You can see I have US dollar in my Bitstamp trust line. And now I went and sent that over to my GateHub account, which just required me to put in the XRP address since my GateHub account already had a Bitstamp USD IOU trust line set up. See, so that's for GateHub popping up. And that's the thing. So once you have all you need to do for like these issued currencies is have a trust line set up with the issuer. You don't have to have a trust line set up with another account that you want to trade them between. You just need to have one set up with whoever the issuer is. So I think that's something important I learned from this whole process. And this was me just transferring the IOUs to my GateHub wallet just to try that out and show you guys. And you can see XRP gone down. Some of the Bitstamp IOU was moved over to my GateHub address, and then I transferred that out to Bitstamp just to kind of try it out that way. So now I have just roughly $10 shy of IOUs here. I kind of have these whitelisting for my different accounts on Bitstamp, which is a cool thing they offer. So I can basically say I can only send certain types of assets to certain addresses as like an extra security measure on here. And this is through the withdrawal page. They have something called whitelist. I'm not sure if this is on the mobile application, but if you go to the web browser, you can do it. You can see I have several whitelisted. Some are for IOUs, some are for XRP, and you can do it for any of your assets on there. Honestly, I wish this was something more exchanges employed, but yeah, you can see there's one for XRP and Ripple IOU right there. But that's just a side thing about Bitstamp. But going back over here to our IOU page, and I wasn't able to figure out how to do this on the mobile app for Bitstamp, so probably something you need to do from the browser as well is sending IOUs. And so earlier in this video, we set up the trust line for both our GateHub and our XUMM wallet. So let's choose the first one. I believe this is my XUMM. Nope, that is my GateHub wallet. Cool. We're going to send 5 worth of USD there. So I got to go through 2FA. Give me 1 sec on that. Cool. So that went through. Oh, I forgot they need email confirmation for this. Let me pause real quick. All right, so I got that one to start processing, and let's do our payment to XUMM, and just to double check that is correct one. So I'm going to do 498 and then go through the 2FA and withdraw. So I'll see you guys on the other side of this. Okay, so for whatever reason, the processing for these IOUs is taking a minute, but they are verified and going through. Probably, just something to do with the exchange and it being an IOU. So what I did is I sent some of my XUMM USD Bitstamp IOU over to my GateHub account. Like I was saying earlier, you don't have to have trust from, user A's wallet to user B's wallet. They just each have to have trust with the asset you're sending between them. So yeah, just make sure if like you wanted to use a USD IOU as payment to somebody that you both have the trust line set up with Bitstamp, which you can get from their website, and they'll give you a specific one to use along with a destination account. So let's look at the reverse of this. So sending a transaction from either GateHub or XUMM back to Bitstamp so you can cash out to fiat if you wanted to. So on my GateHub wallet here, I'm going to go to send payment. I'm going to click on a wallet transfer, and then it's going to want my password. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wallet address that they give me on Bitstamp. So that's under deposit. And then IOU for BTC and USD. You can see they gave me an address and a destination tag. That's something that also is going to need to be included, just like you would sending XRP between exchanges. And so let's bring this address back over. Let's get us this destination tag as well and put that in. Cool. So we have 998 USD. Let's send that full amount. I don't want Australian dollars. I want US dollars. And right here, they give you payment options. So this is where I'll specify what I want to send as the payment. So I'm going to click, I want to send these Bitstamp USD IOUs. I also, putting in $10 worth of USD could choose to send that equivalent amount in XRP. That's not what we're doing with this video. So I have Bitstamp USD IOU. Cool. It's going to cost me 15 drops, it looks like. So very little. Confirm that, and this will get sent through. And then we will take a look of what this looks like via the XUMM wallet application. So you can see nothing left there. If I come back over to here, I can probably go to my dashboard and see the IOUs. So cool. Yeah, it went up by 998, and that'll be that. And so for the last part here, I'm going to do this on my phone and then have it pop up on the screen. I was successfully able to send from XUMM, and let's see how I did that. So right here, click on Bitstamp US dollar, go over to that, send, type in the amount. I clicked on all. And then from there, sorry, I kind of jacked this part up a little bit, so bear with me. As you can see, lovely Georgia Bulldog sticker. But yeah, oh, I can fast forward this a little bit. There we go. So got that to take. I had to make sure I put this destination tag. The QR code doesn't work for it, so I had to type it in. And they even asked me if I wanted to check right here, which is nice. Double check the destination tag. That's important. So that looked good. And from there, I sent it over, and it has since been delivered to my Bitstamp account. So that is pretty cool to see there. So now that we have seen how to deposit and withdraw fiat via the Bitstamp USD IOU trust line, hopefully, in the future, this is something you can use to avoid trading via centralized exchanges. Obviously, you're still going to need a cash out option. So Bitstamp is something you can use. They've been working with Ripple for a long time, have this designated service with them, as well as GateHub, which I believe GateHub's maybe European based, so I'm not sure about how the bank accounts work for every state in the US, but that's also something you could use and do it all directly through the GateHub application. But if not, you can utilize Bitstamp and XUMM. I also would suggest the first time you do this, especially with sending a Bitstamp USD IOU, if you do an ACH transfer, you're gonna have to wait for that to settle before you can send anything off. And then it's also looking like it takes a little longer to send off Bitstamp than it is between like a XUMM and a GateHub wallet. But that's not entirely surprising, and it may have to do with me depositing the 998 there like pretty shortly before recording the rest of this video. If anything weird happens with that, we'll have to see, but it looks fine. It says that it's locked for withdrawal and it's just processing. I mean, it could just be because it's dealing with like, a fiat IOU, and that's why it's taking longer. It's not necessarily sending XRP. So they may be, getting things figured out on their end, but that's going to wrap it up for this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and looking forward to doing more of these in the future. This is the DeFi standard. I'm Patty XRP, and I am out. See you guys.